He used to be a top billionaire, but because of an accident, he lost all of his memories. After hearing the news, a cleaning lady he had once mistreated immediately pretended to be his wife and took him out of the hospital. After traveling along a winding mountain road, a slightly rundown house came into view.
I'm poor?
Yep.
As they walked inside, the children who had already rehearsed everything rushed toward him. Looking at the girls who kept calling him dad, Jack tried to search his mind for any memories of them. But in the end, he realized he could not remember them at all. Seeing that the time was right, Annie began telling him about his past. She said he worked 3 jobs to support the family, cooked, cleaned, and took care of the house. In short, she painted him as the perfect husband.
I work?
How do you think we can pay for all of this?
The very idea of work felt completely foreign to him. The harsh reality was too much for him to process. He walked into the bathroom and looked in the mirror. Then he noticed the open window behind him. The thought of escaping immediately crossed his mind, but Annie had already seen this coming.
Hey, running low on toilet paper.
Under the sink!
Caught in the act, he had no choice but to give up on escaping and return to his room, then change out of the hospital gown he had been wearing. But when he put on what Annie called his clothes, Jack was shocked to discover that the clothes were at least 3 sizes too big for him.
I was fat?
Annie immediately panicked and had no idea how to cover up the lie. Fortunately, one of the daughters spoke first and broke the awkward silence. She said their father really used to be overweight, but over the years he had worked himself to exhaustion for the family and had lost a lot of weight. Besides, to save money, he had not bought any new clothes in years. Even though the explanation sounded far-fetched, hearing it from a little girl still helped ease some of his doubts. Now that his identity was tied to theirs, the next thing Annie wanted to do was enjoy the benefits of having him around. But what she never expected was that Jack, who had been spoiled his whole life, had no idea how to do any of those chores.
When's the maid coming? As I'm saying this, I fear I'm the maid.
No one cleans like you do, sweetie. This is awesome. Honey, try not to dilly-dally. We're all super hungry.
Luckily, the house was stocked with ready-to-eat packaged food, which required almost no cooking skills. Otherwise, they all would have gone to bed hungry that night. After putting the girls to sleep, Annie was on her way back to her room when she found Jack waiting by the door. The moment he had been looking forward to had finally arrived, sleeping in the same room. Fortunately, Annie had already thought about this possibility. When talking with her friend, she calmly took out a blanket from the closet.
Hey, wait. I'm not sleeping with you?
We need 30 days clean and sober. You and your sponsor came up with that. It was your idea, not mine.
Then, she led Jack to the storage shed in the yard to stop him from sneaking away at night. Annie deliberately warned him that wild animals often appeared around the area after dark. For his own safety, she would lock the shed door at night.
If you need to use the bathroom, here you go.
Annie had no idea when he might recover his memory, so she never let him stay idle for a moment. Early the next morning, she asked a friend to take Jack to a construction site, where he shoveled dirt and loaded it into trucks, one load after another. For someone like Jack, who had lived a life of luxury since childhood, the work was pure torture. The other workers watched their new coworker make a fool of himself, and none of them had any intention of helping. Their laughter ignited Jack's anger, and an unprecedented strength suddenly burst out of him. Dragging his exhausted body along, Jack finally made it through the day. But when he got home, what was waiting for him was not care and concern, but a shopping list.
No. It's physically impossible for me to get off this couch. I mean, my legs are no longer functioning. Look. I want, but I can't. I mean, and even if I could move, I wouldn't want to do any of the vile things on this list.
There's a couple more on the back, too.
What Annie wanted was to get as much work out of this free laborer as possible. After buying everything on the list, Jack still had to cook for the children and handle nearly every task around the house. For quite a long time after that, this became his daily life. As he became more skilled at work, his relationship with the other workers also improved. A group of men would sit together, and the conversation always turned to women. As they talked about their wives, Jack could not shake the feeling that something was wrong. Why was his life so completely different from theirs? He had always assumed that the way he and Annie interacted was what a normal marriage looked like. But after seeing the comparison, he realized their relationship must have serious problems. So on his way home from work one day, he bought some snacks hoping to grow closer to Annie. And because of that, for the first time in many years, Annie once again felt the warmth of having someone she could rely on. And in the end, when Jack voluntarily picked up his bedding and headed to the shed to sleep, her heart was completely moved by him.